Good evening, everyone. I'd like to get the meeting started, so we call the meeting to order. If you could all rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, everybody should have stopped and seen the girls up front here to get one of these fancy wristbands to show that you're a elector in the township. If you're not an elector in the township, that is if you're not a registered voter that lives within the corporate boundaries of Collinsville Township, you are certainly welcome to participate. You just can't vote on anything. Not that there's all that much to vote on tonight. Just a couple of ground rules. First thing we're going to do is we are going to elect a moderator, and so that moderator will then run the meeting, and I will fall back to my regular job as clerk and maintaining the minutes of the meeting. So if you are certainly welcome to speak out at any time during the meeting. This is your meeting. This is not a meeting of the elected officials. They get to have one of those every month. This is the annual meeting of the township electors. So this is your opportunity to have your voice heard if you have any comments about the operation of Collinsville Township. It's a very unique thing in the township form of government. You don't see that. City councils don't allow that. School boards don't allow that. But in the township form of government, which we hope to keep going, and we appreciate everybody's support. We have this meeting every year on the second Tuesday of April. And it is your opportunity to speak. So, first thing up on the agenda is to elect a moderator. And so I will open the floor for motions for a moderator to run tonight's meeting.
I'll put forward Don.
I'll second it.
Okay, so you're talking about Don who? Okay, I knew that.
You can decline if you want.
Are there any other nominations besides Don Lindsay? Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, Don Cox? No. Oh, look at him smiling.
Is that a yes?
No, Don
Oh,
was.
that's a no? All right. So the way we're going to vote tonight is, since you got a wristband, is just to raise your hand. So all in favor of appointing Don Lindsay as our moderator, please raise your hand. Anybody opposed? All right, Don, come on up.
Lucky you.
You'd be like me last year, Don. Just say, all right, next item.
Oh, I do have to swear you in first. Let's get that over with. Summarize that. All right. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear.
I do solemnly swear
That I will faithfully and impartially discharge
that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
the duties of moderator at this town meeting
the duties of moderator at this town meeting
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
You're on.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, hello. My name is Don Lindsay. I have been here at the township for a little over 14 months. My job there is I'm the manager, the township manager. And I certainly enjoy my job. I love what we do here. And I want to start off by repeating what Jim said. This is your meeting. Absolutely your meeting. At any time, if you have any questions or you have a comment, if you'll just raise your hand, I'll get to you. And that's a promise. First, we're going to start on the approval of minutes. These are the minutes from last April's meeting. They're in your package.
I will make a motion to approve the minutes of last year's meeting.
Got me a second?
I'll second.
Now we're gonna,
All in favor?
all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
All right, it passed. Beautiful.
Next, we have the acceptance of township financial statement. This is the Collinsville Township's financial statement with balances in each fund and how much money will be coming in from those funds this year. The report comes from Supervisor Cox. Can I get a motion to accept this report?
I'll make a motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Yeah, it was Ben.
Yeah. Any opposed? Well, we're moving right along. All right, we just about covered the voting. So now would be a good time for anyone who has a general comment about anything going on within the township. And I'll just go around the room. I'll start at the table over here. Any comments? Scott?
I'll just do a couple of quick things. What a difference a year makes. We have a parking lot.
Yes.
We had another wonderful empty bowl, tried something a little new and different. I see the Volkswagen doing trips around town and doing trips out of town. And I've watched this board be very discerning in regards to what it's been going on and doing and the different policies and procedures that have been examined. And I just want to congratulate you on another smooth, competent year.
And while we're talking about the bus, I'm concerned, we're getting so many more people coming in, and like if we do a trip or we do anything, we're limited to 16 people, and I don't know what the budget is, but I'd like for somebody to look into it, maybe get a little bigger bus.
A Greyhound.
No, not a Greyhound.
Didn't we take a school bus once on one of the trips?
That's something that I'd like for everybody to, you guys up there on the board to look into. And the other thing that's concerning me, we're growing so fast and we have no room to expand because of the housing next, behind us here on the west side. And I don't know if any of the board members would happen to have someone that, maybe a structural engineer, because I think we're gonna have to go up and make more room. And, you know, people are laughing, but if you're not here, like when we have voting and yoga and all these activities that are going on, we're cramped for space. So if you could just look into that and see if there's any possibility.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to express how much I appreciate the senior center, the Township Senior Center. It's been a lifesaver for me, because I just recently moved back here. And Derek, you do such a great job. Everybody here does such a great job, and all the people who come here take us on wonderful trips. And this place is worth all the taxes I pay.
Thank you, Wayne.
And on another note, the staff that we have right now, I don't think you could beat them. I mean, they're
They're all
quality people,
wonderful.
and they all bring something to the table. So,
And they care. They do care, all of them.
with that, I'll take a motion for me to shut up.
Okay. Anybody over here at this table? Paul, did you have have something? No? Okay. Next, we have the Township Assessor's Report.
Got it written.
And there's a report, it's been submitted, it's in your package of material. And now we'll move to Township Road and Bridge Commissioner's Report, and we have Kathy Holscher here.
Thanks for the applause. We've been really busy this year, or I have been, and my employees. First of all, I want to thank them. There's a few of them here. Jim, Steve, Kyle, and Amy are here tonight. I thank them for coming, but I have a great crew of employees that work for me that most of them have been there. The last time, I think the one that got hired the longest was 2006 is the last time we've had to hire somebody full-time down there. So it's makes a difference when you tell them what to do and they know exactly what you need them to do. So I do have a great crew down there, and I'm thankful for that. I want to thank all the other employees that I work with too, at the senior center, at the township office, at the assessor's office. They're all great to work with and are all helpful when I need them to. Thank Derek, of course, and the trustees, and Jim, the clerk, and Pete, who isn't here tonight. But like I said, anytime I have anything that I bring to anybody, they're always willing to help and work together, and that's something that you don't always get in government. So I appreciate that very much. We have several projects going on right now. One of the biggest ones is the Lebanon Road project. I've been working on this project since, well, it came into the office in 2009. So it's finally being taken care of and finally going, but that's how long this project has been in the works. We've gotten funding from the ICC, Illinois Commerce Commission. They're funding at least 17 million and are willing to go more if they have to in order to get this project done. They feel like it is a necessary project to get those underpasses closed. Not only are they falling apart, but they're also, there's just a lot of flooding under them. They're dangerous going under them, passing through. And they felt, I mean, if they're paying 17 million, they felt this was an important project to get those closed. So from now on, once it's done, which will be 2 years, you'll be going up and over the railroad tracks in that area there. The other thing that we had going on, we just dug out Burdick Creek Canal. I don't know if you know that, but we're responsible for some of the canals in this area to maintain them, to make sure that they're mowed, to make sure that they're cleared out, that the water's flowing through them. And it's been several years that we were out there and dug them out. So we got a grant through Madison County. They got FEMA money this year. We're not really eligible directly for FEMA money, so they helped us get it through them, and we got a $250,000 grant to do that. That sounds like a lot, but that still won't take care of the whole project. We volunteered our man hours for it. We didn't get any money for labor, so it's strictly for equipment rental and other things that we need, such as grass seed. We're hydro seeding with Madison County. They're out there helping us do that by getting them to do it, and us down there helping. We're saving over $100,000 for hydro seeding. It was over $150 to hire a company, and we're just paying $50,000 for the grass seed, or a little over that. So the hydro seeding will help the banks to for the grass to grow and for them to stay in place. Another thing that we do is with our township is we do intergovernmental agreements, and as Madison County comes down and helps us with hydro seeding, we are one of the only townships in Madison County that have a paving machine and do a lot of our own paving. So we're gonna go up to Madison County this year. They have a few paving projects they need done, and we're gonna help them with that. Other governments that we do work with is Village of Maryville, City of Collinsville, we share equipment, we do things with them. We just had a big project last year with Madison County Transit. And in order for them to get access to the new bike trail, we helped them with that. So they paid to pave our road, to do the guttering, and we were able to get all that done out there off of South Barbara. So the township tries to work with other governmental agencies, and we try to, that's ways to save money. I know that a lot of people don't like when you get grants because they say it's money that's in the, they're paying that money too, but if we don't take it, somebody else is gonna take it. So, if I can apply and get it, I'm going to try to apply and get it. We also have possibly some money coming for a new limb chipper that we purchased, and we'll find that out here shortly if we get that funding. The other thing is I just was asked to join the Madison County Hazardous Mitigation Program. And what that is all the schools, fire districts, police, the road districts, townships, whoever is joining this program. And it's widespread in the area. And what we're trying to do is come up with a new plan in case there's a major disaster. So doing this, me joining this program, which will cover the township buildings and stuff too, since I'm a part of it, we will be eligible for FEMA federal money if we ever had a disaster in the area that affected one of the areas that I maintain, our buildings. We are eligible for FEMA, have never been eligible for FEMA as a township. I still can't go out and try to get it for road maintenance, but if we had a big disaster, it affected us, we were eligible for it by joining this program that they've got going at the county. And what else? Oh, but anyway, by joining this, though, it's widespread, and if there would be a big emergency in one area, we are there to help each other through it too. So it's a great program, and I'm glad that they asked us. It's always been available to cities, but never to townships till this year. So beyond that, like I said, I want to thank you all for coming. I thank my constituents. If you think about it, in the road district, they don't really have a lot of people to go to. They don't have a government. I mean, they have Madison County for different things that they usually come to us for, and we lead them there or we help them with it. They don't have, a city council and a mayor and all that. They have me in the road district, the constituents do. So we do a lot as far as if people are calling, we can try to help them. We don't just say, oh, you gotta call this number, or I don't know, find it yourself, that type of attitude. We try to help them get to the person they need to get to. And a lot of times it's through us. Sometimes people want to make the calls themselves, but I'm proud of what we do. I'm proud of our guys. They do a great job. Without them, I wouldn't get the jobs done that I do. So I'm very grateful for them, and I thank you for your time.
Kathy, your employees do an excellent job.
Thank you.
And I'll second that. They do more than an excellent job.
I appreciate that.
And so do you.
Thank you.
Always bless our road crew.
Yeah. Okay, next, we're gonna, ask, the trustees to take the mic, if they would like.
I always got something to say. I'll make it quick though, because I know Derek's got like an hour-long speech.
45 minutes.
I just kind of want to echo what Kathy said in the beginning. I want to thank all of our employees here at the township. They do a great job helping the seniors, helping everyday people, helping anybody who walks in. So we got the assessor's office up at the main building. We got the township office at the main building. We got Dawn hanging out up there with all the ladies. They all do a fabulous job. Specifically down here, we have Kelly and Cinda and Gabby. busting butt every day, providing great meals, providing great entertainment, setting up the trips and everything. They do an awesome job.
Yes, they do.
And then behind the scenes, definitely we have Derek, doing Derek. So,
You
he
mean
does a
behind
great
the
job.
mic, behind the
Uh,
mic.
Additionally, we have our clerk here. He's like the glue that keeps us all together and on the right path. And then last but not least, but probably one of the biggest contributors is Kathy here and her team and everything they do. They are in harm's way out there, so everybody pay attention to all your road crews and everything when they're out mowing and taking care of us. So just want to give all the township employees a nice round of applause right now. I forgot to mention Bill down here. He's been doing great for us too as our legal counsel.
He gets one clap.
Thank you, Clint.
I guess I'll
So I'm Ashley Stewart. I just want to thank everybody for being here, and it's really, I'm going to second what Clint said of the employees, the trustees, everybody. You make my job easy, which is a good thing. I am so appreciative of everybody that's here. And as far as outgrowing the space, that's a good problem. And one of the things that we've discussed this year is possibilities of IGAs, intergovernmental agreements with local, if we could use a school gym for programming, or if we could use other busing systems. So if it's an IGA or an MOU, we are looking into that. But that's a good problem if we're having so many people here. So thank you so much for being here.
Okay. Next, we have the Township Supervisor's Report. And as Clint said, I don't think this guy will have any trouble with the mic. Okay.
Oh, it's not gonna be that long. You got some karaoke to fire up?
Well, we could afterwards.
You have 30
I just want to thank everybody for coming so much. Thank you so much. We do this once a year. I think it's great. I really wish more people in our community would be as engaged as you guys are in our local governments, because this is a meeting each year that you can attend to see our finances, speak to any issues you would like to see addressed. At the end of the day, we're all in this together. This is your government and your township, so let's make it great. I want to explain to you the state of the Collinsville Township. I was sworn into this office about 3 years ago. I had many goals and promises that I made to all of you. I'm so happy to say that we have accomplished all of them, but it's not been easy. There's always been so much work behind the scenes, but just like in life, you have to push through those barriers and remember what the goal is and remember why we're doing it. Personally, I have had to learn I will never make everyone happy. It does deserve, though, taking a look at what was promised and what we were sworn in, what we promised when we were sworn in and what we've accomplished. Let's start with your Collinsville Township taxes. In all 3 years, our town budget has decreased. The first 2 years by over 27%. In all the years, we've also come in well below our budget. This, in the time that inflation is soaring. Our tax rate for the town is down around 25% from where we started. So many will wonder, well, why the hell do my property taxes keep going up? Well, simple answer. The value of all of our homes have went up about 20% over the last 4 years. And other units of government are able to levy more taxes and keep their tax rate the exact same. We need other units of government to do what we've done here, and that is only levy what you need, not just what you want. There are some ideas out there from county and state leaders to lessen the property tax burden. I am really hopeful that someone can get some property tax reform through the state, because it's really unfair as we don't have a choice in property taxes. We get the bill, then we just have to pay it, no choice. Now, my dad reminds me of something that makes a lot of sense. He doesn't mind paying taxes, we just want to know that we're getting great service for our money. And that's what we have stayed focused on this last year. Better and more services. And you can recall, that is what I promised when I ran, a better township for you. Just take the senior center, for example. It's full of life every day. Some days we have well over 100 people come by for lunch and activities. Over 14,500 hot homemade meals were served in 2023.
And they're good.
Yeah, they are. The CSC is offering services now that's most important to me, and that is giving retired individuals a place to come and socialize, have a great meal, and participate in activities. I have met several people who say this is like my second home. Without the CSC, they would be sitting at home, alone. Our seniors deserve the very best as they've paid taxes their entire life. We have so much fun here. Everything from live bands to shuffleboard tournaments to crafts and card games. We even had the CSC prom last Friday. I've DJ'd several hundred events, and I swear that is the most fun event because I see the actual true impact it has on people's life, and I'll have the video up soon on that. I have to mention the Volkswagen. We now do weekly field trips anywhere from Merrimack Caverns to the Lincoln Museum, and yesterday we went down to the center of the eclipse, an experience that no one will ever forget. The Volkswagen is not only used for field trips. We now pick up seniors and bring them in for lunch and bingo. We pick up around a dozen people and bring them to fun events with Collinsville Faith in Action. We take people to doctor's appointments. We've even had a group from CSC go to a funeral for a good friend. If you know somebody out there that needs transportation, that's what the Volkswagen is for. Call us up and we'll see if we can fit them in and get them in the appointment. We pick up several people in Maryville and Collinsville and the outlying areas of the township. The Volkswagen is a great addition to the services that the township offers. And ladies and gentlemen, all this is funded by a grant from MCT. It doesn't cost the township a penny. You know, I have to mention our new parking lot. It was 6 years ago at this meeting when I pushed and found a grant to help it all. This grant came available only after CARD was dissolved. Since then, the center has received nearly $200,000. The lot is beautiful. It adds a lot of value to your center. And oh yeah, most importantly, seniors now have a place to park and safely enter. More new services as promised. Collinsville Township is proud to put together a leaf and limb pickup program for city residents in Collinsville. This was promised as residents in the unincorporated areas already get amazing service, as we've been speaking about. The city residents who are part of the township deserve some great treatment as well. The next pickup for city residents is coming up the week of May the 13th. So we'll continue to do this in the fall and the spring free of charge for Collinsville city residents. I want to touch on some other services that the township offers, but I want to say that the state of the Collinsville Township is very strong. We have accomplished so much in the past 3 years. I strongly believe that everybody deserves credit, and I feel that the public will agree on the job of the entire Collinsville Township Board. Make some noise for the entire board. And that includes our clerk, Jim Achenbach, who, like Clint said, kind of keeps us all together and does a fabulous job. So thank you. We started as a very divided township. It's not been easy, but I have found a large majority are more interested in coming together for the best of the community. We have produced results that I hope you, the citizens, are proud of. So many deserve a big thank you, and let's start with a big shout out to our Road and Bridge Department headed by Kathy Tricano-Holscher. Citizens who live in the unincorporated areas get to enjoy the best services anywhere because of her dedicated staff. It also must be mentioned that our Road and Bridge Department helped with many other Collinsville and Maryville, and also, like she mentioned, the state-owned properties. Kathy, thank you for making Collinsville Township look so good. And I also want to thank her manager, Jen Keller, for all the help that she provides us here at the township. And make some noise for Jen. She's great. I want to thank my office staff. That's Lori, Tara, and Don. The phone seems to never stop between ERAP and LIHEAP. Ladies and gentlemen, they have filled out the most assistance applications in the entire county. They treat each person who they come in contact with total respect. I hear it every day. Tara and Lori find ways to help under the law. If we can't help, they point them in the direction to get the help. Don takes care of the township payroll, health insurance, and all of our bills and spreadsheets. There's been a lot of learning to do, and he's worked very hard, and so many other projects that the township is involved with. So there are so many things I could mention and go on and on about the office and how they help in our community. From all the back-to-school items that we put together and deliver to Unit 10, to all the months of work that went into the empty bowl. These people are very reliable and hard workers for you. They deserve a round of applause. Thank you, guys. Now I want to thank those here at the Senior Center. That includes Gabby, Cinda, Janice, and Kelly. They all work very hard. There's a lot that goes on to serving all these people a hot meal with several desserts and drink choices. Think of all the dishes every day. Think of all the services that we offer to food boxes, to the less fortunate, to the hundreds served with their free taxes. Think of who schedules all that, to all the different games and activities. On top of that, this place stays super clean, and it's decorated for each individual holiday. I could go on, and I know I ask a lot of them. Sometimes I'm told my expectations are maybe too high. These ladies, though, they come through for us, and they deserve a round of applause for all they do in delivering great services to you. We can't forget our volunteers, and I want to say since our last annual meeting, we lost an incredible volunteer, Jerry Christopher. In his honor, the Collinsville Township awarded the Jerry Christopher Volunteer of the Year Award. And I would like to continue this award every year. It's for the person in the community who goes above and beyond. And this year it went to Kitty Metcalf. Yes, let's hear it for Kitty. The Collinsville Township also awards the Heartbeat of the Month. Each month I personally go and present this award to a person in our community that goes above and beyond. This month I was proud to present it to Deanne Billings in Maryville. And I want to thank the Collinsville Daily News for doing the articles on this. Thank you, Stephanie. We are lucky to have some great volunteers. First from Skid, who multiple times a week goes to the store and picks up food and brings it in. Skid goes unnoticed, but I'm telling you all, his services are invaluable, and we truly appreciate him. I also want to mention volunteer John, who now helps with trays and things during lunch, and he's much like Jerry. And if you haven't met John, you'll probably see him in here. He's a really good guy. I want to thank Wayne Bailey. He's also one who goes unnoticed, but helps here every single day with everything. We started the Senior Superstar Award here at the CSC and have a new winner each quarter. Our first winner, Ben Jarrett, is awesome, and he's a top ambassador of CSC. Arlene was our second winner, and she's been coming to CSC for over a decade. She helps with many of our games, and she's the bingo queen. And just today, we awarded Wendy Porter CSC Superstar. She's a lot like Ben and others. She helps with everything and is here nearly every day. She gets to know all of our guests and makes the CSC truly a special place. Let's hear it for Wendy and all the superstars. Thank you. Our senior superstars have been a big positive impact on people's lives. I have to mention my mom, Kathy Wilson. I'm so lucky for her unwavering support. Anyone is lucky if Kathy Wilson says she will help. You won't believe all she does until you see it yourself. Everything from all the baked goods that she donates to games and prizes to helping with the chili cook-off, where the township got first place again for the best overall booth, and we raised over $1,000 that day. So thank you, Mom. The Collinsville Township has come so far in such a short time. I believe you, the public, need to demand great with every unit of government. With that said, when those who serve you do a good job, they also should all be recognized. It is very important that we continue forward in the same direction here. It is important that we elect people who are responsible with your tax dollars and continue to offer great services. It is important that we elect those who have a vision for the future. This is a lot of work on a daily basis, and we must always stay on top of it because, as most of you know, if things get bad, it's double the work to make them good again. I'm very excited for the next several years here. Trust me, I have ideas to better serve you. I'm very proud of where we have come and where we are going. I also will add, I love this place. I love the work that everybody does here. And the Collinsville Township. Kathy, to our office, it's not about the money. It's about the work that goes on. So,
The mission.
excuse me. Nothing makes me more happy than seeing somebody's actual life change. And I see it here a lot. Lastly, speaking of always doing more than ever before, this year the Collinsville Township led the Empty Bowl. All the money raised went to the Collinsville Food Pantry. The Collinsville staff worked very, very hard to make this a successful event. We worked for months on this. You had to get 30 different people to donate their soup, show up with the hot soup, all the servers. I also want to thank the Collinsville Women's Club. We got Mary Jackson here, who's still very involved and offered a lot of help. And I'm proud to announce and present the food pantry with an even larger check than last year. And I'd like to call Stacy to get a picture, and then Mary, if you could jump in there too. But the check this year, even larger than last year, all goes to the food pantry through our Empty Bowl, $15,174.
Smile. There you go. Come on. Yay, everybody.
All right.
Well, I am definitely new around to the food pantry. I've only been at the food pantry since November. I have to say that in coming together, and this is my first Empty Bowl that I've experienced, and I cannot say that I can speak on what happened in the past, but I can say that it was a fantastic event. Everybody there wanted to be there. All the soups that were served, all the volunteers that participated, it ran seamlessly. So I'm very glad that I did not have to spend all of those months in preparation for it. And to see how this community comes together to support the food pantry and any other endeavors is absolutely fantastic. So thank you to the township. Thank you to the Women's Club for their support as well, and thank you to all of you. Thank you so much.
All right. The food pantry does all kinds of great work, so if you're interested, definitely talk to Stacy. So again, thank you guys sincerely for all your support and everything that you do. We're all in this together, and we got a great group going on here. So, Don.
Okay, I want to take time right here to go back around the room. If anybody has anything else to offer, any comments?
One more.
Okay.
Since there's so many people coming, we're either gonna have to get a new ice maker or get this one fixed. And everybody's laughing, but if you're having an event and you have no ice, guess who gets to go get it? I'm looking at it right now. But I don't know if it's in the budget, but I would like somebody to look into it to see if we can either get a bigger one or get this one fixed. It's really not big enough. I have some restaurant experience, and for what we're trying to do, it just can't keep up.
Anybody else?
Just one quick final comment. It's just nice to see how everyone has come together as a family, like the way it used to be. So just keep it up. We'll get along and we'll keep growing.
Thank you. Paul?
Yeah. I was gonna speak in the beginning, but I want all the trustees and Derek and everybody to talk. I'm Paul Nicolussi. I'm the county board member for District 23. It takes up down here in 2, and I have 2 precincts in Maryville also. since I've been on the board, I overlook grants, stuff like that, how, believe it or not, like a lot of how, not just this township, but how every township runs through the money we give them and their services. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a Collinsville guy, but just hands down the most well-run township in the county. The services we provide, especially keeping our tax levy where it's at, it's pretty unbelievable. I know, like, before I got involved in government, I just thought, hey, you know, it just happens, you know? There's so many people, so many moving parts, making this a great community. So I just want to really thank everybody up here and all the people we don't know, the workers, making things happen, making this a good community.
Thank you. Okay. Now we need a motion.
I'll make a motion for the meeting to be held April 8th, 2025.
I'll
Second that. All right. Thank you all.
Vote.
Oh, vote.
All in favor?
All in favor? All opposed? Now we need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I second.
All in favor? Thank you all very much for being here.